Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White. This is episode number 52, and in the last episode we entered Victory Road, and we didn't get too far before I called it an episode, but this time we're going to get through most of it, if not all of it, and then we'll tie up some loose ends over the course of the next episode or two, if need be. Anyway, to the right over here is TM12, which is Taunt, another very useful item for competitive battling. So, if you're interested in that, go ahead and pick that up. Otherwise, Taunt is not very useful in-game. It just isn't. Most of the time, your opponent is going to attack you anyway, so that's that. Okay, so this is not where we came from, so this is a good sign. So, it looks like we can only go one direction here. I'm going to go to the north and just battle this person right where she's standing. Veteran Tiffany, and she's going to send out a Beheeyem, and it's the evolved form of the Psychic type Elgyem. This is also just a pure Psychic type. It relies on special attacks, so I should be safe with Cragonal. Ice Beam does a good amount of damage, and Psychic does almost nothing, even with Beheeyem's very large special attacking stat plus Stab. But that's just Cragonal for you. And another Ice Beam finishes them off, and Cragonal also grows up to level 47. Heatmor is next. We haven't seen this Pokemon yet, but it can be found in the wild here, as I mentioned in the last episode. It's just a pure fire type, so I'm going to stick with Seismitoad because it should not be able to do anything to me. So I'm going to go for a Surf, just super effective, and even though he's at level 44, he can't stand up to that, and Seismitoad grows up to level 48. And her last Pokemon is the Grass-type Lilligant, which is a good choice to use against this Seismitoad, so I'm going to switch back to Cragonal for a couple of reasons. One, I have the type advantage, and two, Lilligant also focuses on mainly special attacks, so it should not be able to do too much to Cragonal if it got the chance to attack, which it doesn't. So that worked out well. One of the few battles lately that has actually worked out well because I've just not been doing so well. Especially with Seismitoad and Cragonal, I just have been putting them in bad places, in avoidable situations. But oh well. Alright, Ace Trainer Kathy. She starts off with a Simisage at level 44, and she has 3 Pokemon, so I have a bad feeling about what this battle's going to be. I'm running out of PP with Ice Beam also. I'm going to start off by taking out this Simisage with Ice Beam, and for some reason this time I'm faster than him. Last time I fought one, I was not faster, but okay. Simisear is next, the logical choice out of the monkeys to face Cragonal, so I'm going to switch out to Seismitoad. And in comes Simisear. It's just a plain old fire type, so it is faster than me, unfortunately, because Seismitoad's kind of, I don't know, he's not really slow, but he's just kind of average. But that's not really what he's used for. His main use is his HP, so there's that. Surf takes out Simisear in one hit, and Simipour is the last remaining monkey of the trio. So we're going to switch into Serperior and Leaf Blade the crap out of this thing. And one hit is all it takes. No crit, but we don't need it. And Serperior goes up to level 48 in the process, and that's it for Kathy. Very predictable battle. I'm really tired of seeing those monkeys too. Okay, so we did all of that for a full restore, which I will use, so I guess it was worth it, but still, it's kind of annoying. In any case, oh, I guess we can just walk past her. It looked like there wasn't an available space back there. I guess there was, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're going to use Strength to push this boulder into place. It'll give us a nice little shortcut. And we should try out what's over here to the left now. I don't think we can go down. Yeah, you can't jump down that cliff there. You can only jump ones that are facing the camera, so keep that in mind. I'll take the Lucky Egg from Cragonal because he's up to level 48 now, and I've got 247 still, so in light of keeping everybody somewhat around the same level, I'll switch Zebstrika to the front. And we'll give him the Lucky Egg to fight against this Black Belt. Alright. So I'm guessing Girder. That would be the logical choice. Oh, Scrafty, okay. That works too. Fighting in Dark type, evolution of Scraggy. I think we've fought maybe one of these before. I'm going to try out my new move, Wild Charge. Scrafties are very defensive though, and I get a critical hit and it still doesn't kill him with my strongest stab move, so that's saying something. I guess I got lucky that I got a crit on that, and now I can finish him off with a Flame Charge without having to eat a high jump kick, because that would likely nearly or just completely knock me out. Mienfoo is next, and I know I can take Mienfoo out pretty easily. It's unevolved, and it doesn't evolve to level 50, which sucks. That's one thing that I don't like about the 5th generation, is that the Pokemon take forever to evolve, and a lot of them you just really can't get their final evolved form without being severely over leveled and spending hours training them if you're doing it without rare candies or codes or anything. And most of the time you can't even get them to their final evolved form before the game is over, so it's kind of stupid if you ask me. But no one asked me, so I'll just continue on narrating here. Another Wild Charge takes out Conkeldurr, and I don't think we've seen one of those before, but that's the final evolved form of Girder and whatchamacallit, Timburr. And they're very strong, so if I would have gotten hit by that Dynamic Punch, I would have been dead for sure. Yay! A Doctor! I actually really needed one of these guys. Most of the time they use Psychic types, so I'm going to stick with Chandelure, and I thought I had my Lucky Egg in there. I accidentally gave him a Dust Stone. You don't need one of those. Okay, so Lucky Egg, and let's battle this guy and get ourselves healed up too. Dr. Logan, and he has a Gothorita to start. Level 43, just a pure Psychic type, does have the ability Frisk, so I guess prepare to be frisked. In a not creepy way. Shadow Ball takes care of Gothorita very easily. And Leavanny is next, and that's kind of a weird Pokemon for a Doctor to have, but okay. It's a Bug and Grass type, so it has a 4x weakness to both Fire and Flying. It's also weak to Poison and Ice and such, so just take your pick. I went for Flame Burst, knocked it out pretty easily, and I get fully healed in the process. So that was a win-win for me. And what you're going to want to do after I put my Repel back up here, because I'm not interested in fighting a constant stream of Bulldors. Max Repel, there we go. Alright. What you're going to want to do is push this boulder into its place. That gives you a nice little shortcut so you don't have to constantly run around the outer edge of the room if you need to come back here for doctor's visits. This rock over here also has a secret revive, which I've kind of been using more than I'd like to admit lately. Up the stairs here, there's a couple of options, a couple of doorways, and a trainer to battle. So first we're going to battle the trainer. And we're already up to 9 minutes in this video, so maybe we won't finish Victory Road in this episode, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. We'll push forwards. Clang, level 44. It's a pure Steel type, which is an unusual typing, but it makes it weak to fire, so Flame Burst takes care of it pretty easily. And down it goes. If that was a Klinklang, which is the final evolved form in that line, I probably would not have killed it so easily. Darmanitan is next, and this thing is pure fire type, and it also just has a lot of attacking power, physical attacking power. Its attack stat is base 140, which is just ridiculous. Thankfully, it just decides that it wants to keep taunting me. I'm not sure entirely why it wants to do that, but it basically gave up its speed advantage for taunting. Don't know why. But it costed its life, too. Seismitoad is next. We fought a couple of these already. Serperior can make quick work of him, and he does with the Leaf Blade. Also got a critical hit, of course, because I always get critical hits, as I would normally knock a Pokemon out with that move anyway. That's just how it goes. Okay, so it looks like the other door just has an item sitting out there. So let's grab that first. The item in plain sight. And it's a full heal. And I used one of those to cure poisoning, so I guess I'm just replacing what I used. And such. So let's see what is over this way before we go down the mountain. Oh, well, I guess we have to go down the mountain either way. So I guess I don't really have much of a choice. Let's go down here. And looks like it's another doorway. And we could go down over there to the left too, but I'm not sure where that goes to. So let's do this first. Okay, that worked out. Calcium. And we're back where the doctor is. So we might as well just get healed up. I don't even know if I took damage. I got taunted a lot, that's for sure. But, yeah. Okay, so now we have quite a few options to assess here. But before we do that, I will use a calcium on Kraganol, since I just picked it up, to increase his base special attack. Why not? He could use a little boost in attacking power. So we'll go back up the stairs, and I'll take the right entrance here, and let's see. We'll go down here first. Have I been here? I have no idea. I don't know where the hell I am. Wait. Okay, that was just a big circle. Okay. That was interesting. I should use another repel. But I know there are some good TMs other than taunt available here. That's why I'm making sure to go through every entrance and cliff thing. So, over to the right, there's another little secret room here. And there's a veteran who we could battle. And of course I'm going to. Not going to leave any trainers unfought. That would be ridiculous. Veteran Martel. Okay, and he's going to have a Gigalith. It's the evolved form, the final evolved form of the Roggenrola and Boldor line. It's still pure rock, but this thing has a lot of physical power just in general, both physical defense and physical attacking power, and Stone Edge just absolutely decimates Chandelure in one hit there. That's its most powerful move. It has stab, super effective. I had no chance. So let's bring in Kraganol so we can get some defense EVs here, because I can finish it off after breaking the Sturdy with Shadow Ball. I can finish it off with a Flash Cannon, which is super effective, and it preys on its lower special defense as well. And that's not his last Pokemon. He also has an Electros, the final evolved form of Tynamo, and Electric. It is a pure electric type, and it also has the Levitate ability, which means it has no weakness. You can't hit it with ground type moves, so you can't exploit electric type's only weakness to ground. You're just going to have to hit it with its strongest moves, or your strongest moves. You got a critical hit there, and Kraganol goes down again. That time, though, it was not really my fault. So, what to do? Let's just bring in Serperior. Pretty much anything will revenge kill this thing. I know it's at level 46, but it should go down pretty easily to any decent move. And Leaf Blade finishes it off. And Martel is done for. And that was actually a pretty decent battle. Unfortunately, we lost Kraganol to a stupid crit. But you can also pick up a Carbos here in the wall. If you are interested in something that will increase speed IVs. Not IVs, EVs. There's a difference. We'll just use that on Kraganol as well to boost his speed. And I'm not anywhere near the doctor at this point, so I'm going to revive both of my Pokemon. I can also buy these revives if need be, because we're almost to a Pokemon Center-ish. So we can always do that if we need to, or if we run out. So I'm just going to take the left entrance here, and we'll use Strength on a boulder to push this in, because I'm guessing this creates a shortcut? Yes. Okay. To the left, over here, is where we find the third of the legendary trio, Terrakion. And instead of heading out of the Victory Road, which we were actually pretty close to, I'm actually going to stop here so that in the next episode we can battle it out with this thing, because as you've seen from the last couple of legendary battles, this could take a while, so I don't really want this to take up all of our time this time. So we'll save that for next time, but thank you very much for watching, folks, and please stay tuned for episode number 53. Game on.